Alrighty, g'day guys, welcome to another game of LIHL TD on FBG. I think I got a purple elf in the voice with me at the moment. I think so. Figure that out in a
Yeah,
sec.
I'm here.
Hey.
I'm here. We're just karaokeing.
Ah. All good. Do I keep the ship? Pretty sure I don't keep the ship. Yeah, I don't keep the ship. Gonna be my first time actually trying out Rider, which is cool. Mixed it in a YOLO earlier, which actually went reasonably well, but it's kind of awkward. I don't want to overbuild that hard because both the elite archers have like good rolls. Don't want to kill them, but we can play the game for them, I guess. If we want.
Upgrade complete.
Alright. So, what unit shared the privateer kill speed? I'm trying to remember, I think it's IG, right? IG shares privateer and Sea Giant shares slave. I want to say that's true. Or like slave master, rather. I want to say that's true. Then I may as well just get a third. If we're sending 3, I may as well just get a third privateer. It's like, well, I don't need one. I guess it's better though. Since that way I like already cover 4. Oh. Oh yeah, I need 9 gold, that's right. Whoops. Alright, sorry, 10. Do I do this, or do I just add the landlubber at this point?
Job's done.
Let's check.
Upgrade complete.
Guess we'll just do this. And it's fine.
Job's done.
Best would be to like, best thing I could have done then would be to actually switch my brain on early wisp, rider, and get a blood orc with the early wisp. Do you reckon it'd tick 4 times? Maybe. Not sure. Anyway, all fine. So we'll see what they want to show us, and then I'll decide what I'm doing based off the scout. Because I can, like, obviously I can cover 4 really hard. If that like 52 creeps and upgrade the king, I can just go like 5-1. if they don't upgrade the king, I can just like stay 3-0 until they send and let my team carry, because this is already enough feed. As like, this game is really relaxed now, because I can build whatever the fuck I want. Yeah, okay, heaps of king. I can build whatever the fuck I want. And it's like, it's not going to be taking feed away from the EA lanes and making the game really hard for them. Like, the game is already super easy for them. They're actually pretty slow. Yes, this is pretty good for us, obviously. They've, like, kind of managed their upgrades a little bit awkwardly. So you got more attack than they need for 2-shot, but not enough for 1-shot. Which doesn't really matter at this point, I guess it's just always 1 heal, and that's fine. But yeah, since they leak so much with King, then I just push a bit. They're gonna want to, like, get something back, so I'll just build the rest for 5, probably. Make sure we don't get massive gold 5-6. And obviously I'm pretty good on 7 as well. So I guess I'll just stay for 1. I could push more if I wanted to, and that would actually be fine, but not going to. If my teammates had, like, not a lead archer and something that transitioned into a bit of a better carry in the mid game. So that's 235. We'll just grab that. That'll be fine. Yeah, okay. This way we get a privateer and a rider on level 5. That'll be like 800, almost 800 value. 785. Yeah, and that'll be fine. That will be totally fine. But yeah, if my teammates rather than EAs had, say, like Aqua, with, you know, Aqua with Necro and free roll, and then Aqua with Butcher Griffin and free roll, maybe it would actually be correct for me to just like stay 3-0 forever and then go into 7-6 or something after 10, but I think with archers I'll just keep my own lane a bit stronger with a little bit of greedy push. It's good the rider dies here. Make sure we keep the buffs on the privateers. Buffs on privateers are fair. How much regen do they have? That's 1. Yeah, 1 regen. Okay. I want to say that's a privateer. No, it's a bit slower than that. I'm not sure what it is. Okay, well that's not a privateer. What is that? AI? It's too slow for AI. There's the egg. Lightsaber. Okay.
Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete.
Sorry, just gotta tap out for a sec. Alright. So yeah, immolation, but I'm not really gonna push more. Yeah, privateer and egg share. Blood Orc Ferb, not surprising. I should do fine with the value I have and then double rider. And also I get to full push now, which is cool. This rider's getting kind of sniped, but it used its initiate, so that's fine. Its like first 5 attacks do extra damage, so as long as it gets all 5 of those off, it's totally chilled. Yeah, and it's like a pretty good mid. It's like pretty fine. I'll kill those 2 Blood Orcs. They'll scout the immolation, so I get to full push. And just upgrade like 1 more Privateer on 7. Like freehold vibe. Should already be not a heal. Yeah, it's already more than not a heal, I think. Cool. I mean, that went relatively well. It's pretty expected that after so many leaks on 3 that they try 5 or 6. Because if they sit on like low income while we get free push, it's pretty hard for just like trading 7 to be good for them, unless it's like an Immo vs Thorn situation. Or unless we just like fuck up really hard somehow. So generally once you get a pretty decent goal early, you start to expect either like clog, which they can't really clog with 3 attack or whatever it was. Well, they can't clog well with 3 attack. But yeah, you start to expect like either clog or just a pre-7 send. Then obviously that's like not particularly hard to deal with. I'll just get 5 privateers. I'm on, so 241, 245 gold. I need 30 gold. That's 10. Both of my EAs are low value. Probably one of them leaks. And if neither of them do, I can still afford just a rider for 110 gold, and like that's fine. I would just send hit the king personally. You can send a break with Kobold and that if we want. I don't think we need to. But I mean, I think it's one of those things where it's like, it doesn't really matter. Okay, yeah, I get some lakes, so I'll get my privateer with no problems, which is nice. And I'll just take my 7-2 hold. It's possible they send a little bit if they've got decent holders or a decent spell. As in like holder plus shockwave. Or Immo, I suppose that would send something as well. But honestly, I think I did pretty well, unless they send like 3 units. Kobold? Okay. Kobold Commander. I'll just send 2 commanders, honestly. It's what I reach. I think it's pretty fine to have 1 to 2 commanders in a send. At least in one way, you're fully expecting to hit the king, and this one we definitely are. Not going to build more, just going to save 7-3. Actually, fast regen's a legit thing here. I think I'm just going to do 1 fast regen. Because we have 6 HP, but our king is below 5,000. I think 1 Mogul is pretty good. Or a couple of Moguls are pretty good, yep. And like 3,000, it's plenty. They send nothing, so let's get going with the fast regen, make sure we don't lose a heal to no send. But I guess if he's mid, we never do. But I'm not certain if he is. Okay, he's pretty pretty easily holding, actually. Alright. Damn. Very easily holding. Okay. I don't lose a unit, but obviously, you know, I'll get sniped in mid, but that's okay. I reach enough gold to go 7-4. Could I do it? I could. I mean, I'm so rich here. I kind of want to. I'm not sure if it's correct, but I kind of want to. Stomp. Alright. Looks like a nice kobold send indeed, because this is the kobold that went on the egg. That's good. Yeah, I'm just gonna try fast 7-4. He's thinking about all in 10. If they lose another, we can just end the game on 10 most likely, yeah. Not exactly sure how many heals they lost, to be honest. I should be, but I'm not, so, you know, my bad. My bad. I guess they're -3 total, most likely. Losing 2 here, 1 on level 3. Think so, not certain. Do I want another privateer? When I get a griffin. When I get a griffin, let's just get a rider.
Job's done. Upgrade complete.
Okay, he's staying 7-3, which is completely fine. Probably he'll drop peasants reroll at some point, which is good. He's 7-5 already, so that's gonna give us time and a bit of feed. And he's looking like he wants to damage with 7-4, but I think he leaks here. Because only 2 EA isn't all that wonderful. Then, like, Necros are okay. But they'll die before that second EA. I don't know, if he has good focus he'll be right, but I wouldn't expect this to leak a bit. But as I said, we'll see. It looks pretty good at the moment, actually. Okay, just a little leak. That's not too bad. That's probably worth it if you want to damage 10. Like 7 or 8 creeps in order to actually do relevant damage on 10 with like relevant single target damage on 10. That seems fine. Gonna lose some buffs in mid, unfortunately. Gonna lose all of the buffs in mid, yeah. It's kind of sad, but it's fine. Okay, that's melee eye on the Night Saber.
Waiting on you.
So 250 range, 350 range. Pretty sure I put this here.
Job's done.
Is reroll Polar? Polar's pretty useful. The rest is like okay. Polar in the back, interesting. I would put the Polar here, I think. Well, I think if it's going to be a Magnetor, I like Polar here, but it's all fine. Maybe he wants the stun. Tanzania? Is he trying to say Tasmania? Panda fudge. Okay, that makes sense. Do we have Ferb offers? Or am I doing my own? Yeah, I'll just do mine, I think. Ig and Night Saber? Okay, we'll just force.
More lumber is required. More lumber is required. More lumber is required.
Horse is a lot better versus the Night Saber because they find militias pretty easy to kill with the bounce, but the horse takes a lot longer. Night Saber with Dark Priest and Thunderbird and Melia.
More lumber is required. More lumber is required.
No, I will not cover your panda.
More lumber is required. More lumber is required.
Alright. Griffin Blocker.
Upgrade.
How hard are we trying to kill them? Not that hard, really. Okay.
Job's done.
If we're going all in 10, then it's probably best to go like full dead value. As in like a privateer rider, like one more privateer and then rest riders. Probably my best setup for 10, but this way is, you know,
More lumber is required.
680 less dead value. Which is pretty nice. Bow? Yeah, bow is good for
More lumber
Dark Priest
is
guy.
required. More lumber is required. More lumber is
Damn,
required.
I'd be tapping at the heels of 2k value if I was 7-3 still. They skip. Okay, great. What are they going to skip for, considering we have 2 lanes of EAs? Obviously, I'm only joking. It's completely reasonable to damage because I think it makes a lot more sense for them to send relatively large here and just try and race and get back in the game. Okay, they're leaking. Have they got a mid? No. Leaking 9 bosses. Doesn't have to be over. Max, 10 bosses. I think Max King is actually not game over. Do I push? I mean, there's no way I should push here. We have Immo, so like if we actually do leak a lot to King on 12 or 13, it can be a problem. And I'm pretty damn good on both levels, I guess. I think they're alive. Hit the wrong boss here, but I don't know. If they're 0 heals now, they're dead. If they're 1 heal, they're alive. I think they have 1 heal. I think they have a heal still. Yeah, they're fine then. They're -4 now, but they're fine. It's over, just not now. Harsh, but probably true. I mean, I guess that's always true though, right? Because at some point the game is over. Not strictly with one team winning, but at some point the game is always over. I'll just set up Griffin
Job's done.
and hide Cyborg. I mean, we just win the arena always here, so it's fine. Rerolled. Because, like, for me, they can't race 14. They have 0 heals, and Probably like only pink will be on value. Actually, only pink will be on value for 14. And pink is pretty bad 14. So they can't race 14, it's just not possible, so they have to stand 12 or 13. So I should just build whatever I have that's like good for both those levels. And Cyborg's really good on 12. But Griffin's like pretty good on both. I can just pretty comfortably get double Griffin, I think. Yeah, they should die pretty hard unless somehow yellow is saving tons of gold. But yeah, it is also most likely true that we just don't need to go 13 if we don't want to. Would they ever send 11? That would actually be kind of interesting. Would that actually be their best send? Maybe that would be their best send. I'm not going to build because if they send 11, they deserve to have it work. And also, like, we'll never die because we have immolation and we can just max the king, but I think it's actually more problematic for us than any other level. Pretty sure orange is just gonna leak each level. Like, we can do whatever we want, but I'm pretty sure orange is gonna leak every level, so I would be amazed if this game goes later than 14, and I think it probably, well, if there's a race level later than 14, right? Could be that they send 13 and then we just send 17, and then, yeah. Guess you can decide for yourself if the resend on 17, if something like that happens, counts as a race, but I don't think it will. Yeah, only pink is on value. I'm on 50. Okay. Thought I was on 3. Wow, TOT, that's balanced. Okay, so let's do that. And then sell that. Sell that. Upgrade these two. So I'll leave the small TOT on this level. Then we'll upgrade one here, next level. There's the send. Cool. So it had to be 12 or 13. But yeah, with double Griffin and like reasonable units besides that, right? Like the TOT helps a lot because we get up in the face of the wave before it has time to spread out and actually walk in front of the ballistas. And so this actually lets me snipe ballistas. Like you can see I've killed half the ballistas. And that's because of the TOT. Probably I'll take some time to explain how that works after we finish killing the creeps on our king. Obviously this is never enough because purple snipes some ballistas and I'm mid. Let me actually just stay 7-5. Boo. Okay, so we'll drop one heal. We max the king, which isn't like necessary, but I was also like very much part of the problem there, so I'm not gonna call anyone out. It's fine to ditch one heal, and then I just make sure I don't overpush so we don't randomly manage to lose a 17 race. Because I'm mid 17 on this roll, right? I just build neo tanks and probably I can hold 17. Bit of a rough ask into our lanes. I would agree that that's like generally a play after a 12 send, but I'm not sure it's such an option into the lanes we have. But yeah, I'm not gonna build an upgraded TOT until actually I can just upgrade this TOT as well because the rest of my units are ranged. But I'm not gonna upgrade it till after 16, so until 17. Anyway, level 12. So what happens when you send a bunch of mass on level 12 is like the creeps start to just lag basically, and like it's almost like they drop their movement orders and then pick them back up. So they move really slowly and awkwardly. So once your units trigger, if they can move quickly, then the wave is going to be like mostly at the back here, and the blisters are going to be in amongst the wave, right? Which means they're quite snipeable. If you let the wave move further down, spread out, right, and the blisters will sit behind the wave, it's pretty hard to snipe the blisters because your units will generally just target the Nagas. But when you have the blisters like in the middle of the wave back here, which is what I had, right? I had like some of the wave is back here and some of the blisters like here in front of the wave. So as soon as my units kill like all the sirens in like that area of their range, they'll start killing blisters. So that's like basically why the TOT is fucking insane on 12. The true speed is insane on 12. And like every range level, right? If you have like actually long range ranged units like Elite Archer, Meridian, these sorts, even like Night Saber, these sorts of things, then it doesn't really matter. But things like Privateer, Griffin, they really like that move speed to get up in the wave and start knocking down the ballistas while they're in the middle of the wave, as opposed to at the back. It's also worth noting with Griffin specifically that if you have ballistas mixed in with the wave, rather than behind the wave, if they're mixed in, then the Stormhammer splash is a lot more likely to hit the ballistas, and if they're at the back of the wave, it'll pretty much never. It'll just go to the next creeps unless there are no other creeps around. So yeah, this guy's pretty fucking good against mass sends against sends that involve mass on range levels, even if you don't actually have many melee units. But I've got range units with short range, right? Privateer pushes up into the face, Rider up into the face, Griffin up into the face, right? I'm not running like EAs or anything like that, which wants to sit on the wall and just kill whatever's in range of it. All my units want to move towards the enemy creeps, basically. Or all of them will, so may as well help them do that faster. Is that Griffin getting sniped? It is too. Well, that's fine, I guess. Yeah, that's fine. Maybe that means I need a new tree in front. That's possible. But if I just upgrade that one, then the Griffin won't move quite so fast. I guess I also don't care if the Griffin gets focused, because on 17 it's like, and 16 it's like actually just a good thing. So yeah, maybe there's that. Anyway, gonna be muted for the rest, but it'll be a pretty chill game.
Job's done. Job's done. Job's done. Job's done. Upgrade complete. Our allied town is under siege. Build more farms. Research complete. Job's done. Job's done. Upgrade complete. More
Job's
lumber
done,
is
job's done.
required.